right, everyone. So today we're going to go ahead and move on to chapter 2 here. We're going to be talking about the different types of economic systems. There are 4 different types of economic systems we're going to discuss today. And these different economic systems are just different ways that economies can answer the 3 basic economic questions. Remember, those 3 basic economic questions are what to produce, how to produce it, and for whom to produce. All right, so let's look at the first type of economic systems here. And that is a traditional economy. So this is an economy that is going to be based on custom and tradition. Answers to the economic questions are going to be found in the past. Kids are typically going to do what their parents did. The economy is going to be very tradition and family based. Now this type of economic system will generally be found in tribal areas across the world. Next type of economic system is a command economy. This is also known as communism. So a command economy is going to rely on government officials to answer economic questions. So these officials are central planners who have the power to say what products will be made, how they will be produced, and who will receive them. So central planners might decide how many apples and oranges an economy needs. They'll go ahead and produce or order others to produce those oranges and then distribute them. And one of the issues with a command economy is no matter how smart your central planners are, it can be very, very difficult to predict what exactly your people need. And so oftentimes central planners will not correctly calculate what their people need, and therefore you end up with either surpluses of goods or shortages of goods. So lots of examples of communism throughout history and in the current day. When I think of communism, I think of the USSR. Other communist countries include Cuba, China, and North Korea. Now, next economic system, number 3 here, we're going to look at, is called a market economy. This is also known as capitalism, and this is what we have here in the United States. So in this type of economy, individuals are going to answer the economic questions. The factors of production, remember that's land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship, are owned by individuals. And in a market economy, in capitalism, people meet in markets or the marketplace where there is a free exchange of goods and services. So individuals are going to interact to buy and sell things at certain prices in markets in a market economy. So when I think of a market economy, I think of 2 things. The first thing is the New York Stock Exchange. This is the inside of the New York Stock Exchange in New York City. And this gentleman right here, who is Adam Smith. So Adam Smith, in 1776, wrote a very famous book, and it was called An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations. The short name of that book is called The Wealth of Nations. And it stated many, many things, some of the most important being this. So when the government is not involved in the economy, the market is driven purely by self-interest, the impulse that encourages people to fulfill their needs and wants. Now, individuals want to meet their own needs and wants, aka self-interest, which acts as an invisible hand that leads them to do what is best for society. So what Adam Smith basically said is that when individuals meet and they trade with each other, they both become better off. So think, for example, when you decide to buy something from somebody else. When you have that trade of money for goods, let's say you decide to buy something at Target, okay? You are spending your money at Target to get the goods. You are benefiting by getting the good. Target is benefiting by getting the money. So suppliers like Target are going to have a benefit. They're going to get money. You are going to have a benefit. You're going to have the good. And so both Target and you are seeking to maximize your own self-interest. So individuals wanting to meet their own needs and wants create this invisible hand, as Adam Smith calls it, that helps guide an economy. So one of the foundational principles of this laissez-faire, invisible hand type of economics is that trade, when it's done, is going to be beneficial for both parties that are involved in the trade. Otherwise, no trade is going to occur. All right, so how do you determine what is in your self-interest? We all respond to incentives, and an incentive is just something that encourages you to behave in a certain way. Now, the final type of economy we're going to look at is called a mixed economy. And most economies out there, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be examples of mixed economies that lean towards some other model. So a mixed economy is going to combine elements of the traditional, the market, and the command economic models. The United States is a mixed economy that favors the market model, the capitalism model. China is a mixed economy that favors the command, the communist economic model. So it's important to understand that most economies are going to be mixed economies. All right, let's do the assessment. So for number one, what is the name of something that encourages you to act in a certain way? And number two, which of the following is the type of economic system in which the government answers all the basic economic questions? All right, you can pause here if you need more time. We're going to move on to the summary. So for the summary, we're going to describe the 4 types of economic systems. We're looking at about at least a sentence apiece, so at least 4 sentences, aka a paragraph, for the summary there. And we'll move on. I will check these tomorrow. I hope you all have a great evening. Bye-bye.